Welcome to Simulator Adventures, and welcome to Gran Turismo 4. Now I'm going to be doing a series on this game. It's my favourite racing game of all time, really. I love the concepts in it, I love the ideas behind the Gran Turismo series. Basically, it gives you the freedom to buy cars and race how you want to race, like very little other in the industry at the time. There was almost nothing like Gran Turismo before it came out, and I still love this game to this day. It's my favourite racing game. I do like games like Assetto Corsa as well, but I think this is the most complete package, even though perhaps the wheel support isn't so great with it. So I'm running this on an emulator. I've got a PCSX2, I've put it up to HD graphics, so it'll look quite nice hopefully. I'm running the US version as well, the NTSC version, because that means you can have progressive scan 480p I think, and it makes the game look a lot less blurry than it does on the 50Hz PAL version. So, I've done the license tests, B&A. Now the game does have some slowdowns, some FPS issue, that's just the emulator. It should be okay once we're in races, but sometimes in the menus there's a bit of glitching. But anyway, so we're going to go to the used car sales room, showroom, let's call it. Right, so now this basically means you can buy these used cars to race with in all the different events. So let's have a look for one. I've got £13,000 because I sold the cars you get from the license tests. So, a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, a Subaru Impreza sedan. That's a good price. Let's go for the Impreza. Whoa, there you go. Look at that. Yes, please. Four-wheel drive, 241 horsepower. It's a 2-litre boxer engine. That's going to be great. Yes, get in this car now. Okay. So now we have to go over to the GT Auto shop and do an oil change. So when you buy a used car in this game, they need the oil changing, which is quite funny. Here we go. Change the oil. So I'm doing a short series on this, maybe a few parts. I really love this game, and I've never actually really got very far in it. I always used to have to, when I played this game when I was younger, a lot younger, like, we're talking 10 to 15 years ago now, it's such a long time ago. I didn't have a memory card for the PS2, so it was kind of a bit pointless really. The game didn't save at all. Yeah. So, if you go to home, I'll just show you. We need to save as well before we leave, because that's quite a good car. I don't want to lose it. The used shops changes every now and again. So I'm in 16.9, and you go here to video output progressive. Oh, I didn't really want to do that, but that makes it look a lot cleaner and better. So we need to save. I don't have many emulation problems. It's okay. It seems to be okay. And I'm not gonna. This isn't like a guide or anything. But yeah, we could actually, you know what we could do? The Tuner Village. We could actually upgrade this car, right? With a turbo. Whoa, no we can't. Okay. That is expensive. What about engine? A racing chip. Doesn't seem to do much though, does it? Let's do it. Let's put the racing chip in, so we're going to upgrade the car. Now we have got to go basically to the beginner races, I think. Anyway, so you can see all these. We've got beginner races. Now we could do the Sunday Cup, or just go straight to the four-wheel drive challenge. Let's do the four-wheel drive challenge, because the Sunday Cup basically you're against Honda Jazzes and Honda Fits, or whatever you call them, and Honda Civics. It's not that exciting. So maybe we should do some races like this. So as you can see, look, the game actually looks pretty good. Wow, the sound of those cars. Oh no, we're against an RS200. Oh dear. Hey, our car's pretty quick though. Whoa! Look at that guy in the. What are you doing? Okay, so actually we're doing all right. Now, as you complete races, you get points, I think like A-spec points, and they basically mean how... Oh no, I need to turn the traction control off as well. That basically changes the speed and the skill of your opponents. So we're going to get past that RSI Beetle, which is a very common sight in this game actually. So as you can see with PCSX2, I've got a mid to high powered PC and it's running this fine. PlayStation 2 games are, especially Gran Turismo, are notoriously hard to emulate. Emulation really is the future though. Imagine all of the PS3 and Xbox 360 games we could play in the future. It would be nice if PlayStation and Xbox actually got behind emulation and stopped trying to... and Nintendo for that matter. They're really not happy with emulation. They don't sell these games anymore, but they're like, no, this is pirating, this is blah blah blah. But emulation, I mean, I own this game. And I don't think I've played it on the PS2 for years. It seems to work so well on here. And I'm getting pretty much constant 60 FPS. It's fine. Okay, I need to remember... Whoa! I need to remember to turn off the traction control. So this game's physics are pretty good for the time. You can see my car has done 38,000 miles. That doesn't change too much, I don't think. I don't think that changes how the car behaves, apart from the oil change you need to do. We've also got tyres that are a bit worn, so maybe we could do something about that. Get some better tyres. Eventually we'll be able to afford a car that is much better than this. But if you like this series, I will keep doing it for a few episodes. I just want to give my kind of overview of why I like this game so much. Because it handles nicely, I can play it on an emulator in really good quality. I've got my PS4 controller here that works really nicely and is obviously very close to the PS2 controller, so I've not really lost anything of the feel of the game. It does work with a wheel, PCSX2, but I choose not to use it. There you go, Apex points 9. I just think that makes it's like a ranking or like a skill level. And then we get these weird sort of replays. See how the game looks good? It's the textures obviously aren't very good because it's such an old game now. Look at this! Look at this! Why is there a Dodge Ram or whatever that is? Wow. And then you can go in this really weird dive mode. I don't remember it being called that in the Europe version. There are a few differences between the Europe version and the American version, but I think because of the increased graphical quality, I'm not too worried. We do need to skip because yeah, it's going to have music that's licensed, so that could be annoying. YouTube's licensing stuff could absolutely mess up this video now, but I think we'll be okay. I wasn't playing it for that long, and I mean, just the music in this game isn't that great anymore. It's aged. Yeah, it's a sign of the times. They're not like, well, unless you like that kind of music. I'm not. To me personally, I don't really like the music in this game. So I said, what did it say? A-spec points like 400 then? 300? No, what does it say? 39? I wasn't reading. I think it's 39 actually. Why did I say 400? So we're behind an RS6, which is going to be quite hard to get. Oh no, and a really new Subaru. And I didn't turn off the traction control. Huh? Why can't I turn the traction control off? There should be like a toolbox I can go into to turn it off. Here you go. Right. Driving aids. Look at this! Traction control off. Well, we can turn the oversteer off. Let's turn that... Well, let's just turn it off. I don't think that's going to help us at all. Look, we can edit the downforce. This game is so advanced for being such quite an old game now. So we've got medium sports tyres. Okay. Let's do this. Now it looks like we're going to be, so at 9 points. There you go, that's better. Why did it say 39, or was that my imagination? And this game looks so good. Shaders, we should see that on and off. Don't do too much. But this game can be quite dark sometimes. The environments can be quite dark, which I guess is realistic, but it's not great as a game, like, to play the game like that. Oh yes, this control's much better now. The traction control is really controlling. Whoa! Whoa! Now this car is so much more fun to drive. I mean, the traction control really just limits your power totally. And I think that's in the real world, we've improved traction control quite a bit recently. There's no really such thing as traction control anymore. It's all automatic stability or electronic stability control, and that instead of turning the power off to all the wheels, it limits the power on each wheel and brakes the car on each wheel. So basically it makes most cars get around really sticky situations. There's some good YouTube videos about how it works. Okay, we're behind a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, which is this car's main nemesis. Now, can you paint cars in this game? I need to check that out. I don't know if you can actually paint... I don't think you can paint cars in this game. I think once you've bought the car, you can't change the paint at all. So you've got no interior view. That's Gran Turismo, you just got these views, which I don't mind. It's such a classic game, you can forgive some of the things that wouldn't be so great anymore. Like, you wouldn't be able to release a racing game now without an interior view, right? At least not a realistic racing game. But the environments still look good for the time. The car selection is amazing. Obviously, they've only got cars up to when this game was released. Whoa! About 2000... Oh no, we've mucked it up. About 2005, right? That was some bad driving there. I've got one more lap to catch him up. And I think we can do it. Now we need to afford a turbo upgrade, I think. If we get that turbo upgrade, we could easily get past this guy on this lap. We could do so much better. I'm going to be sneaky. Whoa! So there's no penalty for going over the track like that, which again, you wouldn't see in a lot of racing games. A lot of racing games would penalise you there. But overall, this game is still a very solid racing experience. It's not multiplayer. They were going to have one, but I think they scrapped that idea because the PS2's hardware limitations. But this game was released right at the end of the PS2's life cycle in 2004, 2005, so... There we go. This is quite a fun series of races. So yeah, it says we have 278 horsepower, but when we went to that screen, we upgraded, it said 281, didn't it? It's a bit weird. Okay. So we have got quite a few more races here. I wonder if so after this I might do a different one. A lot of Audis in this race. A lot of Audis. Okay. 40. You see, 49 points. I think the more points it is, the harder the race will be. So I'm actually kind of worried about this one. Whoa. Okay, Audi TT, very slow. We've got an Audi A3. That's not even an S3. It's just an A3. And then this like weird Toyota concept and this. See, I remember that Land Rover Stormer thing being a lot faster in other games. Like, when it was in Gran Turismo 5, it seemed to be a lot faster, but it seems to be quite slow, actually. We've got an Audi S4. Okay, why is this worth 39 points? I'm just going right past these people. Now, I don't think this track anymore really lets many... Well, I don't think this track actually lets people use their license. I think when I played Automobilista, that game didn't have Suzuka in it. They had to make up a different name and like almost copy the track. You see what I mean? Like they made a quite similar looking track to this. But not only that, this game doesn't have many cars in it really from lots of manufacturers. Like there's no Ferrari. I don't think there's any Lamborghini. Whoa. A few other major companies are missing, but there's a lot of Japanese brands. Pretty much all the Japanese brands are here. Mercedes is here, Volkswagen, Ford, even things like Vauxhall and Opel. But that's quite easy because all they had to do really was rebadge the Opel cars, right? We've even got like Holden and what we got Land Rover we saw earlier, which is quite cool. But no, I mean Ferrari, not in a racing game. We haven't got Porsche either, so at this time Porsche didn't allow anyone but the Need for Speed series to license their cars, which is really just a horrible move by both Porsche and I guess EA. Basically all these games back then, they had to get this company called RUF, or RUF, who tuned up lots of Porsches. And they make no reference to the fact that it's a Porsche underneath. So that way the Porsche's happy because, well, the name isn't in the game. RUF's happy because they got loads of sales basically from these games using the RUF license. And we're happy because we've got Porsches in the game, but not. You see what I mean? We have got Porsches in the game. And they're actually really good cars. They're really quick. Now, a lot of people in this game get the racing cars quite early on by doing special events, but I think that takes some of the magic out of the game. Obviously, the game tries to get you to use lots of different cars by doing all these different categories of races. So we've got the four-wheel drive category, there's the front-wheel drive category. And basically you have to pick out a car from the dealerships and stuff that fits the bill. So does that show that your total points at the end of every race? I don't really want to see the replays. We don't really need to see those, do we? So yeah, every one of these races just gives us 1,500, which is a bit of a small prize, isn't it, really? Right, let's do something different. We'll complete this next time. So yeah, we've got the four-wheel drive challenge, which we've almost done. We've got the lightweight cup, the sport truck, speedster and roadster. Part of me wants to complete the game and do all the stuff, but I won't have the time to. There's lots of stuff I want to do in this challenge. This channel. If you go to home, we've done 0.5% of the game. Oh dear. Okay. Oh yeah. Points. No, days. Okay, Apex points 67. Diary? Huh. Wow, look at that. That's all the stuff I've done. Status. So yeah, this is... So we've also got B-Spec, which is where you can get someone to drive for you, which is quite cool. Do we save? I think it auto-saves actually, it's alright. Now, beginner events, driving missions, special condition events. Rally, we could do a bit of rallying in this. Rally to Umbria. Let's do it. I wonder if this car will be any good at that. It's not really a rally, it's for like a Renault 5 Turbo. Okay, this could be good. A Renault 5 Turbo, look at that car. They're really cool. And I'm actually kind of impressed with the graphics right now. You can kind of see what I mean by it being dark. But it's okay. Oh, this is going to be easy. My car is like twice as fast. Wow. But this track is notoriously hard. I really was not good at this track back in the day. I was pretty poor. I basically just used to bounce off the walls. Maybe we could work our way through these. These seem to be really suited to this car, actually. Whoa, you see? You kind of bounce off the walls. Look at the people waving their arms and stuff. So if you want to emulate this game yourself, I'd recommend the US NTSC version. You could even get the NTSC-J version, which is the Japan version, which has extra content, I think, and is the native version of the game. But I don't speak Japanese. I am learning Japanese. I'm about to start learning Japanese, which is, well, it's a hobby at the moment, but I will be doing it full time soon. That could be quite a fun way to play the Gran Turismo games in the way they're intended for the Japanese market. Whoa, way too late there. Yep. Okay, we made it. We're 3 seconds ahead of the Renault 5. I can hear him. So I seem to gravitate towards this view, which has the best all-around visibility. I mean, I can't really play in that view, it's not great. And look at the draw distance on the mirror. Oh, 5-second penalty. Okay, that's not good. Okay, if you bump into the wall, you get a 5-second penalty. That is what we've learned. Let's stay in this view. He's way behind. The thing is this a true simulation game? As much as I enjoy playing it, I'm not playing with a wheel, I'm just playing with my controller. The physics are pretty good. I suppose it would have been simulation at the time, but you can't really say now that it's realistic physics. It's alright. The sounds aren't good, I have to admit. The sounds are one of the bad things about this game. There's not much bad about this game, but the sounds, yeah, they're not up to any sort of standard, even for the time. I mean, Forza only came out the same year as this game, and that game sounds so much better. You know, GT Legends, a lot of the racing games from this time sounded better than this. But, you know, there are, what, 700 cars in this game, or something like that? Or is it 500? I don't really know. It says on the box. Maybe I should have a look at that. Whoa. So yeah, if you bounce hard off the walls, you get a 5-second penalty, and we do not want that. So we can get a lead. So yeah, if we upgrade this car, maybe make it lighter, put a turbo, we've got a turbo, we can put a bigger turbo on it. This thing will be an absolute rocket. I need to look up about the tyre compounds, because I don't really understand what the difference between hard, soft and medium is. Through the narrow streets. I like to see all the people like are animated and they actually move. That's kind of cool. No. Okay, we didn't get a 5-second penalty. I think we did exactly the same thing I did before there, but there you go. There you go. Look at the name of the car. It's Subaru Impreza Sedan WRX STI version 2 95. It's such a long name. Yeah, skip the music. Right. Maybe I should turn that music off, actually. Because I turned the music off for the race. That's better. Look at that. 5 grand. Okay, so that says that was the easy one. What's the hard one going to be like? Here we go. This is the reverse. 2 laps again. And we've got even less points for this one. We're behind oh, Lancia Delta. A classic rally car. It's in a lot of games, actually, a Delta. quite a boxy car, but I think that's part of its charm, right? Here we go. So after this video, I will look up... What? He just bounced off that wall quite hard and I didn't get it... Well, okay, fine. I need to look up what the A-spec points do and also how many cars there are in the game. Because I made a video on this game, right? Well, not on this game. I made a video including this game, which is my celebration of the 2000s simulation games, my favourite games from the 2000s. And, oh, this is difficult. And I had this at my number 2 spot, I think. So I should or maybe it was a bit higher than that. I don't really know. A bit lower than that, I mean. Not higher as in, it was literally like number 1. I mean, it was either 4 or 2, I don't really remember. It was kind of a while back I made that. But I must have included how many cars there were in that. I seem to remember like 700-ish. Whoa. This is difficult. Look at that thing. How is he cornering like that? Okay, he's not good around the corners, actually. Whoa, neither am I. Okay. Right, we've closed that gap. It's the bit up here I'm worried about. It's just too difficult. Oh, get past, get past, get past. No, I just hit him. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. But luckily, we're at a slow bit. Okay, go, 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 go. Come on. I'm sweating. Okay, go. Ooh, I can't hit him, though. I can't hit him. How am I going to get past? How am I going to get past if I can't hit him? Oh! Where's the... Oh! Okay, that's second lap. That's not good. We're too far behind. Okay, he bumps into that wall every time. If you did that in the real car, you'd be completely wrecked. You'd be spinning around. Again, yeah, there's no damage physics. There's no damage simulation at all, really, in this game. Definitely no mechanical damage or visual damage. Which is a shame. I think this game could benefit from that. Accelerate. Go, 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 go. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Slipstream. Oh, yes. Perfect. Whoa. That was difficult. Now just don't muck it up. Do not muck it up. I wonder if we can just prevent him from getting by, like block him. Well, we seem to be keeping out in ahead. Keeping out in head is what I was about to say. Wow. So when you go over these like flag points, that's like where the timer. Whoa! That's where the timer mark is. I did not see that corner. I was too busy looking at the flags, which is just not a good idea. Oh, and I also need to look up. Can you repaint cars? Because I don't think that feature is in this game, which is such a shame. I don't really like this white on this car. I think painting a nice colour on it would spruce it up a bit. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not a huge fan. Yes! Yes. And will we win a prize, like a car, from this? I need to turn off the music. Yes. 16 grand. So I used to play this game and I was not a good driver. I mean, I really could not drive. Oh! What do you win? Oh, what? Oh. I don't know anything about that car. I think it's a concept car, but yeah, we just won a Cadillac Chia. CN, I don't know. 760 horsepower? What? It's a mid-engine rear-wheel drive Cadillac. Wow. Okay. thank you for watching. That was the first part of my Gran Turismo 4 series. I don't know how long I'm going to do it for. I will try and keep doing the videos for at least like 2 or 3 parts. However, I do like doing lots of games on this channel, so I'm going to be doing some flights soon. I'm going to do some Train Sim World, which I've got, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, because I'm going to be making some videos throughout the rest of August and into September, and we'll have to see what happens with the channel from there. So thank you very much for watching. That was the first part of my Gran Turismo series, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.